Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to movie review part 24. So let's get on with the 5 movies that we have today, or in series. So the first movie that we have is Madagascar 2: Escape to Africa, which is rated PG, came out in 2008, and is 1 hour and 35 minutes long. Now the cast of Madagascar 2 we have is Tom McGrath, who's in Megamind, the Boss Baby trilogy, and Shrek 1. We also have Alec Baldwin, who's in Beetlejuice, the Boss Baby trilogy, and It's Complicated. We also have Bernie Mac, who's in Live, Friday, and Mr. 3000. We also have will.i.am, who's in X-Men Origins, Wolverine, Rio trilogy, and Date Night. Now, the plot of Madagascar 2 is the 4 animals that left to New York Zoo to Madagascar are now ready to go home. Only thing is now they are stuck in Africa. Watch as the four meet Alex's birthplace and family while they fix the plane to get back to their home. Critic opinion: this actually was a really good sequel to the first film. I thought it was better, in my opinion. I laughed pretty hard when I saw it as a kid. I thought it was a great story and it had the feels. Final score rating that Madagascar 2 Escape to Africa gets is a 7.5 out of 10. Streaming platforms of Madagascar 2 Escape to Africa is on Netflix, YouTube, Fandango, Google Play, Apple TV, and Amazon Prime Video. Now on to our next film, our TV series. So we have is Monster, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story, which is rated TV-MA for mature audiences. It came out in 2024, and we have is 1 season and 9 episodes. Now the cast of Monster, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story we have is Cooper Koch, who's in Swallowed, They, Them, and Fractured. We also have Nicholas Alexander Chavez, who's in Grotesque Scary and Crushed, and TV series General Hospital. We also have Javier Bardem, who's in No Country for Old Men, Eat, Pray, Love, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. We also have Chloe Sevigny, who's in American Psycho, The Brown Bunny, and TV series American Horror Story. Now the plot of Monster, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story is it's 1989, and Erik and Lyle Menendez have just killed their parents. And watch as the series shows how they get caught, a bit of showing of their background with their parents and their loved ones before the tragedy happened, and into the future with them being locked up in prison and awaiting trial for the case. Critic opinion about this reenactment of this true story is this series was pretty good, really good, but not as compelling as the Dahmer and Gein stories, if I may say. But it did capture a lot of moments the Menendez brothers were going through around the period of time. Final score rating that Erik Menendez and Lyle Menendez gets is a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, it was good, but not that good. If one thing I can remember from the film series was the selling out of Milli Vanilli songs. Yeah, they were totally selling out Milli Vanilli songs, man. Such good hits. I want to sing them, but I can't sing them right now. Hold on. I'm going to sing one. Giving all the love I feel for you. Okay, that's pretty much it. Anyways, and man, are they stuck in my head. Like I said, stuck in my head. Who cares if they lip synced and didn't write the songs? Those tracks were smash hits. But let's not get off topic. Lyle and Erik Menendez Monster TV series streaming platforms is on Netflix. Now, on to our next film. Next film we have is San Andreas, which is rated PG-13, came out in 2015, and is 1 hour and 54 minutes long. Now the cast of San Andreas we have is Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, who's in Moana 1 and 2, Jumanji trilogy, and Smashing Machine. We also have Alexandra Daddario, who's in 2000's Percy Jackson 1 and 2 films, TV series True Detective, and 2017 Baywatch. We also have Carlo Gugino, Carla Gugino, who's in Spy Kids trilogy, Sucker Punch, and Gerald's Game. We also have Paul Giamatti, who's in Sideways, The Holdovers, and Big Fat Liar. Now, the plot of San Andreas is a humongous earthquake has just struck Los Angeles, California, and Dwayne Johnson's daughter is in trouble, and played by Alexandra Daddario, including his ex-wife, who's played by Carla Gugino. Watch as Dwayne Johnson saves the day during this huge, gigantic casualty. Critic opinion, this movie was meh. It had a lot of action and a lot of some cheesy one-liners, including a lot of drama with humongous earthquakes that just took place with more tragic events that happened right after. So, lot of casualties. But other than that, final score rating that San Andreas gets is a solid 6 out of 10. It was a meh, goodish, okayish movie, but not something that I quite remember besides a lot of CGI, action, and nice moments with Alexandra Daddario. But that's just my opinion. Streaming platforms that San Andreas is on is YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Fandango, and Amazon Prime Video. Now, our next movie we have is Super Troopers 3, which is rated R, came out in 2026, and is 1 hour and 44 minutes long. Now, the cast of Super Troopers 3 we have is Jade Chandraskar, Club Dread, Quasi, and the Babymakers. We also have Chase Crawford, who's in The Covenant, the TV series The Boys, and TV series Gossip Girl. We also have Kevin Heffernan, who's in TV series Tacoma FD, Puddle Cruiser, and Broken Lizard Stands Up. We also have Marissa Colan, who's in Blue-Eyed Girl, Freddy Got Fingered, Teaching Miss Tingle, and Space Station 76. Now, the plot of Super Troopers 3 is Farva is marrying Thorny's sister, and Thorny is trying to stop the wedding from happening because he's not having it. While that's happening, Canadian meth is being distributed on the streets, and it is up to the Super Troopers to find out who's distributing it and to stop them from doing it while training the new rookie. Critic opinion, this movie was decent. It had some funny moments. Wasn't as good as the first one, but it is nice to know that they are still continuing the franchise. Final score rating that Super Troopers 3 gets is a solid 5 out of 10. I felt the movie got better as it went on. The beginning was a bit slow, but once it picked up, it did get good. Barely at the end, if I had to say. Streaming platforms that Super Troopers 3 is on is at your local theaters right now. Now, our next and final one is Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is rated PG-13, came out in 2026, and is 2 hours and 25 minutes long. Now, the cast of Spider-Man Brand New Day is Sadie Sink, who's in The Whale, TV series Stranger Things, and Dear Zoe. We also have Tom Holland, who's in The Impossible, The Devil All the Time, and The Odyssey. We also have Zendaya, who's in TV show Euphoria, Challengers, and The Drama. We also have John Bernthal, who's in The Accountant 1 and 2, TV series The Walking Dead, and The Wolf of Wall Street. Now, the plot of Spider-Man Brand New Day is 4 years have passed since the last Spider-Man, and no one remembers who Peter Parker is still. Spider-Man is trying to control his evolving form as he saves his old friends with some new friends from a new villain that could be actually anybody. Critic opinion, it was a really good movie with cool cameos. Not as near as good as No Way Home, but it still was a good film that can lead on to more sequels. Final score rating that Spider-Man Brand New Day gets is a solid 7 out of 10. Some parts felt long. Solid 7 out of 10 because some parts felt long, but that's because the movie was long. The film didn't feel too heartwarming for me, in my opinion, but I get the situation that's involved in this film. It felt right, but not compelling to me. I can't place it. It had perfect amount of action and could have been cool, but the dialogue and story were pretty interesting and kept my attention. So, streaming platforms that Spider-Man Brand New Day is on is at your local theaters at this moment. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the the movie reviews. I hope it's not too confusing on why I don't add the same actors all the time when I try to do sequels and movies, is because I want to get other actors' names out there, because we already know who the main characters are when I have in the first review. And if not, then here are some new actors that you might understand, that you might know, that you might give them a shout out between seeing some of their movies. But I hope that makes sense on why I do that. Other than that, I hope that all of you enjoyed this movie review. Until next time, like I said, I'll try to keep them within like a week top, maybe 2 weeks, the latest. But I'll try to keep best. Other than that, I hope you all enjoy. If you have any suggestions on movies that I should see, or anything to review, or your opinion on these movies or films, or any other films in general, just put them down. And just start a vlog and all that stuff. But anyways, other than that, y'all have a good one, and peace.